Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Dave?
Better than we deserve, sir. How can we help?
Good. Before I start, I just want to say God bless y'all guys and thank you so much. I've been watching a lot of your videos here recently, and I'm working on the baby steps.
Well, thank you, sir. We're honored to have you in the audience. How can we help today?
Right, me and my wife are halfway done with baby step one, and I had a car problem. I got my car paid off a year ago, but it blew up, and I need a new vehicle, but I don't have the cash saved to just buy one, and I'm going to try. Well, and I'm becoming very anti-debt too, but the only way I know how to do that is get a small car loan under 10,000, preferably 7.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any money?
Nothing saved up.
Okay.
I mean,
What's the car you were driving? What was it worth before it blew up?
I don't know the Kelly's Blue Book. It was a 2007 Toyota Camry.
Okay. So what would you think it was worth? What would you guess?
I think I could probably sell it for around 3,000
before it blew up.
Before it blew up. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So there's no need to get a $7,000 car. Then you were driving a 3 before this happened.
Right.
Okay. So we could buy a $3,000 car and break even. Let's start with that. What's your household income?
After our tithe, we a month we bring in $4,411.
Okay. Good. And how much is your rent?
We don't have rent or mortgage. My wife inherited her house by her grandfather who passed away a few years ago.
That's good news. Mm-hmm. Okay. And both of you work outside the home?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you currently have one car that's running, right?
Yeah, it is. It's on loan. It's my wife's truck. It's we pay $475 a month for it.
Ooh.
Okay. So it's got a loan on it, but you own one other car, a $500 car payment on a $4,000 take-home pay. Ouch, that's no fun. And you don't own another car, right? You don't own a third car, do you?
No, sir.
Okay. What's your tractor worth?
I don't have a tractor.
What's your lawnmower worth?
This is going to be real embarrassing, but I don't have a lawnmower.
Okay. It's not embarrassing. What would be embarrassing is if you told me you had a $7,000 zero turn. That would be embarrassing, okay? Because I'd be selling it to buy you a car. Okay, so you're doing good, Josh. You're passing the test so far. You got a lot of common sense. I'm just looking around here because sometimes I
just got married 5 months ago.
So. Okay, good. Very good. So you married this car payment. Okay. Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a housekeeper at a university.
Okay.
And my wife's a welder at a factory.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So your car with the blown engine will probably bring $1,500 at the salvage yard, maybe more.
I hope so. That would be a lot more than I was thinking.
Yeah, $1,000 to $1,500 it'll bring, or some old boy will give you that because he's going to put an engine in it. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want you to put an engine in it. You don't fix $3,000 cars. Those are throwaway cars. Okay.
Right.
So I'll tell you, you can go the route you wanted to go, but I wouldn't recommend it. And you're brand new to our stuff, so our stuff can sometimes feel awfully extreme. But one of the things I found is if I'm going to break a series of bad habits or principles in my life, I have to adopt the extreme to complete the transformation in my heart. Okay, so when we went broke, Josh, I drove a borrowed car for 4 months. I'm not suggesting you have a car you can borrow, but I'm just telling you what I did. Okay, what I did was I drove a 1978 Cadillac with 478,000 actual miles on it. The predominant color was Bondo, and the vinyl roof was torn loose across the front. So when you drove it, it filled up with air and looked like a parachute on a Bondo buggy. It was the most embarrassing hillbilly car you can think of. And I drove that car for 3 months, one 10-year period. That's what it felt like, 10 years. It felt like 10 years, and it was only 3 months. But, buddy, I saved some money during that 3 months because I'm getting rid of Bondo buggy, right? Highly motivated, that's what I was. So I'm going to suggest you do something weird like that. Like, let's sell this car for $1,500 and go buy a $1,500 car that runs. and drive it for 4 months. And during that 4 months, you can buy it. It's a garage sale car. It's ugly. It's got hail dents in it, but it runs. All you want is something that runs.